All right, guys, we are all packed up. We're ready to head to Oregon. We got a long haul ahead of us, probably 17 hours. Heading out with Eric, aka the Shitty Bowman. You guys all know him from last year. Took an Arizona trip with him. So we are taking all of this with us right here. And we'll be loading this up, heading out very shortly, and just basically going to drive straight through, guys, trying to get up there and get set up, meet some of his friends from the Northwest up there, and we should have 5 or 6 guys in camp. So stay tuned and let's get it done. Guys, somehow this dude did it. He's packed just about 2 households on top of a truck. So we'll see if we make it there, guys. I have confidence in him. Hopefully these tie-down straps have the same confidence. So.
I guarantee you people will watch this more if you just allow me to be me.
I'm just gonna have the camera on and I just stare at the camera and just let you rant.
Dude,
this is what I listen to for 12 hours, guys, on the car.
I am
right here.
I am selfless.
You got to go to the words you like, the back door.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, good. I do.
12 hours in, and we're eating some breakfast.
And he drove maybe 2 hours.
2 hours.
Whatever.
Do not enter.
I'm not judging
his
him.
ADHD won't let.
Say what?
Him drive. Apparently we have a good citizen with us today. He's helping this lady fill up her tires with air before we leave. So we're just getting gas, getting some coffee, kind of waking up after that driving throughout the night. Long drive. We're 12, 13 hours in. We have about 5 more to go. And then we'll be at camp. Meet up with the rest of the guys. We have about 4 more other guys, I think, coming to camp. So it should be fun.
Can we just be really honest real quick?
Yeah.
We're in the trust right now.
Okay.
I get a little tickle in my personality knowing that there's a camera on me, and I like it. Oh my gosh.
All right, good morning, guys. We are done eating breakfast and we're filled up. We're leaving probably one of the best town names, Winnemucca? Winnemucca, Oregon. So if you've ever been to Winnemucca, Oregon, drop a comment below, guys. And we're losing cell service here. Introductions. This guy, if you guys remember him from last year's Arizona hunt, our families went to Arizona over the counter tag together and over New Year's, and we are back at it this year, 9 months later, doing a over the counter elk hunt. So this is Eric, IG name right here, aka
The
Shitty Bowman. Probably one of the best names on Instagram.
So I don't think I'm ever gonna tag out because I like my name.
Yeah, and so that's his goal, is to go on all these hunts and never tag out. So what do you guys think about that? Multiple states. So
multiple opportunities.
Eric is our caller for the trip. I do not know how to call. The last elk trip I've been on was probably 12 years ago. So this is a little bucket list trip for me. Just hoping to get into some elk and have some fun on this trip, guys. We're going for 9 days. We're meeting up with 4 or 5?
Yeah, 4 guys.
4 other guys. We're meeting up with them in Baker City, Oregon. And then from there, we're going to venture out to our elk camp. So we have about 5 more hours to go, guys. And we will see you in 5 hours when we meet up with the other guys.
And the best part about this trip, it was thrown together much like the Arizona trip, and it's all based on this awesome plan called just be impulsive. Don't think, just fire and go. See what happens.
That's right.
Maybe next year we're gonna end up in India hunting Bengal tigers or something. I don't know yet. I don't know if we'll have enough time.
Just all about having some fun and enjoying what you guys love to do. So we'll see you guys in about 5 hours.
Public lands, be thankful.
All right, here we are at the highest point in the mountain, and welcome to Eric's yard sale.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa, language, man. Got the kitties, dude.
I said I'm sorry, kids.
All right, that's better. No. All right, let's go around. Check out the digs. We got tent. This will be cook tent, camp tent, hanging out tent. It's me and my roomie's tent. And then we got 2 more guys still showing up, but we're actually up here, and either good or bad is we got no one up here camping. It seems to be we're gonna have this whole backside basin to ourselves tomorrow. So welcome, Nick. We're gonna make you famous, Nick. He's Nick's not hunting, so he's like AKA camp bitch. We're kind of like determining that right now. So, and then one more introduction here, Justin. So I'm rooming in his tent, and we're gonna be the ones that tag out, so don't tell nobody else. All right, so wait for the other guys to get here. We're gonna get set up, guys, and then hit it early tomorrow. All right, morning of day 1. All right, guys, here we go. It is Team Justin today. So they were off the bat, they just sent the A-team out to go get it done. And heading out of camp, and I'm already dying because coming from the beach level, nice San Diego, to what are we at, 7,400?
About 7,000, I think.
Over 7,000 feet. Should have packed a couple oxygen tanks, but we're on this basically logging road until we get to the top of this watchtower, and then we're gonna drop in the basin on the other side of this ridge, and we're just gonna kind of do a day hunt today, see how everyone feels when we get back, if we want to go spike camping it or not. So all right, stay tuned, guys. I bet it's gonna look gorgeous on the other side of this ridge here. Lunchtime, nothing, but we got a little cooking going on, a little backcountry kitchen, do a little chicken and rice, and that's it. We're just gonna sit here and enjoy the view, and there's nothing to hear of as of this morning. We thought we may have heard some cows, but that was unconfirmed. That was it. So, and we've only seen 2 other hunters that were way up on the trailhead, and that's it. There's been no one back here, so that might be the reason why we're the only ones back here. There's no elk. So, but we'll see how it goes right now. Sit here, get some lunch, and then head back at it. We're probably a good 2 miles in here right now, and we're just gonna kind of side hill around and make a loop back to camp for evening time. So
Yeah, at least 2,000 feet of elevation change, probably.
Yep.
I'd say about 1,500.
So
The fact that we went up and over.
So we'll see what happens, guys, here in a little bit. Kind of late afternoon, getting into the evening time here. We took a little break, trying to time our trip back to camp here. We have probably a 1.5 mile walk back to camp at least. So we're kind of timing it to get there at dark and kind of hunt on the way in. So we're out here in this meadow behind me, but we haven't seen or heard anything all day. So we've kind of been getting our butts kicked hiking here today. And so far, what'd you say we did? 5 miles?
Huh?
How many miles did we do so far?
I think like 4, about 5. Yeah, 5.
So 5 miles today so far, and another 1.5 to go probably. So let's see if we can get something going here in the evening time. Let's do it. All right, we're going in for day 2. Not as bad getting up this morning as I thought after the 8-mile jaunt yesterday. And we're checking out a new area. Actually, I think everyone in camp kind of split off to new areas just to try and find some elk. And the consensus was nobody saw anything. It's probably because my guess would be, from what I hear, the pressure from opening weekend. They actually were pretty successful in here. It took like 6 or 7 bulls out of this area. So we're hiking in, and I don't know how many miles we'll do today, but we kind of drove the car to a trailhead and we're going in from there. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can drum something up today. Alright guys, we finally glassed up some elk. We're 2 miles in. We glassed up a spike, and then on a different ridge we glassed up just a cow and a calf. They're by themselves. So we're kind of trying to move in on the spike. We have the wind in our favor right now. And we're just going to call and kind of go tree line to tree line here to where we think we saw him go in. See if we can coax him out a little bit. So, man, see what happens. Stay tuned. See if we can get a little action here. Alright guys, update is the spike ghosted us, boy. We don't know where he went. And we just set up a couple times where we thought he was and kind of worked our way in, and nothing. We didn't jump him out or nothing, so he could have easily just went down one of these little ravines here and into some different timber. So, but we just got a text message. Our buddy from camp, you guys, the crazy Eric Nelson, just shot a cow. So we are probably a good ways away from them, but we'd have to have a 2-mile hike back to the truck. And so trying to get in touch with them to see if they need help or not. But so we're kind of just taking a break here for a couple minutes to figure it out. Most likely is we'll probably end up just staying back here and seeing if we can check out this cow elk that is that we saw going to some timberline too. So we're kind of in this nice cool little basin here. We do not have a camp with us, so otherwise we could probably camp back here tonight, but we'll just kind of see what we can get into throughout the day. And if we do glass some more deer up this evening, then it would probably be a good idea to come back in here again. So we'll just kind of see how it goes here. But congrats, Eric. Can't wait to see and hear your story. Guys, we found our hunting partners, we believe. So we are heading down, and I mean straight down to the kill site. But we are being some really good friends today. So let's go on the track. Let's go. Were we like in the bushes over here? Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've been up there since 11. Dude, it's
I
14:30.
wasn't getting any.
It's 14:30 right now.
Well, anyway, right on top of that rock when you come up there where that point was.
Yeah.
I literally got a message from my wife. She's like, "Can you please call?" So I called, and we were like talking for like 5 minutes. I literally shut my phone off, and I go, "Man, this country looks pretty good." And all of a sudden, I see like, here comes a cow, and they're like 80 yards away. They were like right at that plateau to the left, and all of a sudden, here comes another.
Up there?
Yeah, right where.
Yeah.
Here comes another one. Here comes another one. I saw a bull. He walked behind the trees. Here comes the lead cow, and I didn't. Man, she moved quick because she was like right fucking there. We were up on top of that little nub, and like I was like, "Don't move, don't move." And they'd pin us, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I don't know." So I just knock it arrow, pin us, knock it arrow, and then right when she was the third cow, right when she walked, I ranged the spot. It was 47 yards, and I think I hit the front liver. A little bit of liver. Because she went in, she ran. Yeah, she ran down. And we waited for like 30, 45 minutes, walked down. She was only like 100 yards away. And she took off. And she ran down this whole fucking mountainside right here. And we got up to like maybe 6, 7 yards up the hill. And we were doing, like literally, dude, we've been tracking blood. Like blood spot for spot for spot. And I was like, fucking damn it. And then all of a sudden, it started bleeding a little bit more. And right, we get to this little creek right here, right to the edge of it.
It's like right up the hill.
Yeah, and I'm like, and he was coming and he was stopping every time where I had blood. So if I saw blood, he would stay there and I'd move. And he goes, Eric, just right there. And I look, and dude, she was fucking like less than 10 yards. Like,
oh
right
my
in
gosh.
the bush. And she was just, she bedded down because she was sick.
Yeah.
She was done. She would have died there, but man, I just have this little spot. He's got a cool picture. It's just, you see her like her face. And like nailed it right through.
Dude, no, this looks cool in here, dude. This is the bull we were looking at as we were coming in, right? To our campsite, where I was like, dude, look it down, that's a huge bull.
What?
Is this where we're at?
What bull?
I have to look. No, bull. B-O-W-L,
Oh.
bull.
I'm not sure. I don't know. But
How far from your truck are we?
not far. Well, I mean, yeah. Right at the trailhead at that very first road for you turn
I
right.
don't even know that. Because the thing was, is
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
we came from base. Dude, you know,
All right, we are loaded up, and let's get out of here. Ready for the haul?
Holla! Shitty Bowman, baby.
And we have, I don't know how far, but we'll find out what kind of trek we have to get out of this crazy bull. But it's worth it. It's worth it. One elk down, and 2 to go. Let's go. We got 5 days to get it done.
You do it, man.
Whew. I will honestly say I've been hunting for 21 years, and this is the hardest thing I've ever done in hunting. Packing this old girl out. We are 2.5 to 3 miles, and now hopefully it's all downhill. So
Just goes to show there's literally no cutting corners with elk hunting. It's
no.
just hard. And this is going to be an awesome memory.
Yes, I'll
We
say.
got 5 more days to fucking make 2 more, baby.
Kids channel, kids channel.
Oh, sorry.
Now I know why he invited me. Packing meat.
All smiles.
All right, guys. So little day 3 update. We slept in a little bit later this morning after dragging out that elk. But what we decided to do was we actually hiked back into the same spot and just tons of glassing and see if we could draw any other elk up, and we didn't see anything this morning. We got actually one response off a bugle, and he got tight-lipped super quick. So we just been kind of hanging out here. It's gonna be a long day, but just because we're just waiting patiently back here. We're pretty deep, 3 miles or so, and we're gonna kind of wait till it actually starts cooling off and then start glassing this big basin that we think the elk will come out in before we start hiking out. And then once we start hiking out, we'll just hunt all the way out till dark. So that's kind of the plan for the day. But it's been pretty uneventful. It's actually pretty warm out here today, and so we're just gonna be patient and hang out here and see if we can take 2 naps in one day instead of 1. But not much else going on, and that's about it. So see you guys this evening and see if we can get something wild up. Alright guys, we're starting the evening hunt, and we bugled and we just got a call back, and it is at the bottom of this freaking canyon that we drug the elk out of yesterday. So I'm probably 90% sure no other hunters will be down in this bowl. So we're gonna go check it out right now and see what happens. Just when we didn't want to do any more climbing today. There's cattle over here. Cows. Cattle. Alright, so we spotted a cow and bedded, but she was probably at least 1,000 yards. And just a second, you want to go up through there? I mean, the trail's on the other side of this. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright, so we did get some bugling back at a distance. We spotted a cow down there also, and she was probably around 1,200 yards, we're guessing. And we're on probably less than 2 hours of good shooting light here. So cooler heads prevailed, and we decided not to go in after her, and it was like in this crazy hole, and we were just going to, if not, blow the valley out in the dark. So we're gonna let them stay and rest, and then we'll come back in here maybe tomorrow and bring probably a spike camp and spend 2 or 3 days in here looking for the elk. So that's kind of the update. We're gonna hunt on the way back and just kind of see what we get into here. All right, good morning guys. We are on day number 4, and the camp decision last night was we were going in deep to where we were yesterday, except this time and able to try and hopefully get on those bulls there, and the other elk that are down in that big bowl area is to spike camp it. So packs are loaded. We have 2 to 3 days worth of gear with us, and we're hiking in 3 miles or so and hang out in there back in the valley and see what happens. We've seen elk back there every day we've been back there, so it's just to be able to save some energy and some time. we're just gonna spike camp it back there. And then if we get one elk down, it's gonna be, you know, probably 2 to 3 round trips before with our camp and the elk. So we're gonna be putting in some miles, guys. If we get an elk down, we're looking at 12 to 18 miles for the total pack out with camp and stuff. So see what happens. Let's do it. Dude. Yeah. There they are right there. Woo! Woo! Ooh!
They're going that way.
Yeah.
Is that 3 of them?
All right, man. We saw a little. No, there was like 6 of them, dude.
Oh.
I just see some like wolves. You'll probably see them across this meadow over here, dude. All right, guys. We just ran into a pack of wolves. Good stuff. Wildlife nature hike. There's probably 6 of them, and just like everyone in town we talked to, they're like, there they are right there. The second. Wait. He's already crossed, dude. Yeah. What? There's 4 right there. There's 5.
6, 7.
8, 9.
Well, that's not cool. What I was saying is, a lot of people in town are like, "There's no elk up there because all the wolves." But yeah, that was pretty cool. But then they just didn't look very big, at least from what I've seen some wolves in the past. But it was pretty cool. Let's see if we can. They're hunting the opposite of us, so that's okay. Here we are. We see Eric Nelson as his natural environment. Him and his 62 straps.
Listen to me. It's all part of coming out here a little ill-prepared. I knew this thing was leaking last year and decided not to fix it. So, what could go wrong? Get my blanket, sleeping bag wet? Of course. Adds to the adventure, mate.
Alright guys, so we spotted no elk this morning at all in here, but we went ahead and hiked down in this basin that we've been checking out, and there's some good sign down here. I'm sitting on basically a water hole or elk wallow, and I'll show it to you right now. it, so we're just, just tapping the dark here. We haven't seen much elk live in person, so we're just hoping that, if they do use this, there's no way we would have been able to see them up top. So we're just kind of hanging down here. And then we have this meadow out here behind me. Okay, so, and they also use that. So the other two are set up down there. They might do some calling out a few hundred yards. I'm going to sit here on this water hole tonight until dark. And since we're camping back here, then we don't have to worry about getting out of here. So we're just going to stay till dark and see what happens. So let's do it, man. We got to get something down here in the next day or so. If we do get something down, then that could be the hunt, because it's going to take us, it'll take us a full day or 2 days to get it out of here. So we might just, if we get something down tonight, we'll probably just camp right here next to wherever we kill it at. Get it taken care of, stay the night, and then start packing it out tomorrow. So we'll just kind of make that decision as we go. So we think they're bedded up in this high mountain here, and they come down here. So we're just hoping we're here at the right time. Let's do it. Alright guys, that's the end of day 4 and 0 elk. We all spaced out and none of us have seen anything so far, so it's getting pretty dark. We are going to wrap this up and head to wherever we want to camp at. So I have a feeling that we are going to be camping high, and we got a little bit of a hike, so gonna get geared up and get out of here and meet up with everybody else. So on to day 5. I have a feeling we will be moving areas, so see what happens. It's 2 in the morning, and there's legitimately a deer outside my tent. I thought she was gonna stick her head in my tent, basically. I opened my tent door, she's standing right there. Oh, crazy. So funny. Yep, this is outside my tent. She could care less. Gangster shit. Tyrone's about to take it to the house. Do you guys agree it's that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Alright guys, day 5 has been, I'll say, camp morale was super low last night. And I mean super low, and like tempers flaring and adversity, all the good stuff that goes along. Like frustration wise was boiling last night in the dark when we were hiking through. But we woke up day 5, changed our attitude, said a little prayer, vented our frustrations out, and we've been just frickin' mountain climbing all day in their beds, trying to find an elk. We finally got one. It's about 2:30, and he's firing off. He's answering back on us. So I don't know what kind of distance we gotta close, but see what happens, man. This is fourth quarter time, and you know, we need this definitely for a team win. At least just some interaction, I think, would be just fine by all of us. So we got the wind in our favor, and we're making a move. So let's go. All right, guys. Where we left off was, I believe, barreling down the mountain to a bugle, and good news, we got into a calling sequence with him. And I gotta say, my man here crushed it. He was singing some of that sweet Marvin Gaye to him. But, which was my first call sequence, and it was sick. But the bad news is, and this is probably where we went wrong, is there's a pretty decent river between us, and he got pretty close. I just don't think he wanted to cross the river. So after it's all, and we had to go down and get water, so we saw how big the river was, and after all said and done, we should have just been super aggressive, got on his side of the river, his home turf, and I think he could have been called in a little bit closer. So, but it was awesome, fun. We've hiked just ridiculous 5 miles, like up to the top of the mountain, down to the bottom, which is where he bugled at us this afternoon, and now we're hiking back up again to a meadow to where hopefully we can get camped. We're running out of food. We have tons of water, but we're very limited on food, so I think we're gonna have to
We're heading back tomorrow morning for sure.
we are tomorrow morning we gotta hike back to camp. So I think that's it for this basin on this trip. But Thursday, Friday, maybe we'll drive around a little bit, look for some new areas. But this basin has been one epic hunt, I gotta say. You got anything to say about that?
Dude, Eastern Oregon's dope. It's been pretty gnarly country, and you just gotta go where they're at. We've gone there, so.
Yes, I can honestly say that I can leave this hunt saying that we definitely put it all out there, and we did not leave any stone unturned when it came to this basin. So I'm happy about that.
And he talked me out of continuing to go down the valley.
I did talk him out of continuing to go
I was
down the
hell-bent.
valley. But all right, guys, stay tuned. We're gonna set up camp and then little hike out for day 6. All right, a little day 6 review. We got up this morning, slept in, and packed our stuff up from our spike camp and hiked our way out. Everyone made it. We ran out of supplies and had to come back. So now we're just hanging around camp, and what better way than to have a little tenderloin from the elk that our man Eric shot the other day. So we have our camp chef here, aka the Toothless Chef, and Justin there. What you cooking us up for us?
A little tenderloin, probably some green beans. I don't know what else you guys want.
All right.
So,
How are you gonna cook this thing up?
well, chop it up into little steaks, and we'll work from there.
That's just one tenderloin.
Mm-hmm.
Good to go. And then this guy over here is just, that's about what he does right there. No. Beat. Yeah, we put a lot of miles in, and then we gave it all the efforts, and so but also same time we were successful. One elk down in the camp, and very close call on having a second, at least an opportunity at a second one yesterday. So that's all you can do. So I think we're just gonna kind of hang out and have some lunch, enjoy the day, maybe road hunt. This kind of just drive around some of these roads and glass and just kind of check out more of the area. And then tomorrow we actually have to go home early. So one of our campmates had a death in the family, so we're actually going to pack up and get out of here early, just only by a day though. So, but man, it's been a great trip so far, and we'll see kind of what we can, what more hunts I can add onto this thing for the rest of 2021 here. So we'll be back later tonight for our evening hunt.